Hi, this is Elsie Clemens here with a new update for my writing vlog, basically for the month of July. Last month, if you saw my video, I was feeling a ways because of the Black Lives Matter movement. Everything that's been going on to us as African Americans has been, kind of, even though people call it the woke movement, it's not really a woke movement. It's more of a stuff is starting to be drawn to the light. And with everything that was going on last month, I could not film. I could not do anything. Now, I'm filming from my new iPhone 11. I was kind of waiting until the 12 came out, but then the home button on my iPhone 8 broke, so I went and got an 11. My sister's like, you should have got the Pro, but from what I saw from reviews, it's the same darn thing, so whatever. I'm posting on my front camera. Usually I use the back camera, but until I get a dongle, which is this piece you do get an adapter, until my dongle comes in the mail, probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks, considering how Amazon shipping is going, I'm just, this is the audio quality, and I do apologize if it's really bad. If you hear the fan, hopefully it's not too loud. Now mind you, I just want to point out it's 94 degrees and I'm probably sweating. You probably see my sheen of my skin. We got the sun coming down. I'm not using my Diva ring light because there's no point, because the sun comes in during this time of the day. If I put the fan on, the air conditioner on, you wouldn't be able to hear me at all. You'll be hearing bzzz the whole time. Like, I have a loud voice, and that thing overpowers my voice. So that should tell you something. Anyway, so I just want to say a few things for the month. The last couple months, and I talked about this, if you haven't attended the Evergreen Writers Conference, you should have. I will put a link in the description below of the website, because they still have the old videos posted up in the chat, which was very informative. It was really good. And, I applaud Tamara Woods and Cache Warren and everyone else, Sarah Sharon Weaver, Kate Kavanaugh, everybody who pretty much participated. There were so many people, I can't just list them all off the top of my head, but the people who participated, I do appreciate that they did this, because you know what? It takes a lot to do a conference, and I'm not even like a person who does writer conferences, but my mother does church conferences. Just to get churches into one hotel and book it and get the tickets together, remind people, get the caterer and all that stuff, that crap takes time. So I appreciate what they did. I really do, because I couldn't do it. I don't have the patience for it, and I'm glad they had the patience for it. It was very informative. Now, I want to say, before all this was going on, I was feeling this terrible feeling of lethargy for roughly 2 months. I'm still having a hard time producing for my NaNoWriMo rewrite, because I want to get this done before Preptober, when I want to do a different book series. I have 3 book series currently written down in journals. I'm not even freaking joking. I want to get to the point where the rewrite is done, then I'm working on Preptober, and then I'm doing NaNoWriMo again. I feel like my whole year has been mostly redoing rewrites, or finishing drafts. Like the first draft of one book, which is the Poseidon series, that's finished. This is the NaNoWriMo book, which is pretty much going to be called the Greek Bride series. That's what I'm dubbing it right now, the Greek Bride series. That's currently, or the Mythology Bride series. That's what I really should call it. That's currently what I'm rewriting, the first book in the Mythology Bride series. And then I have a different book series. So I've been, to be honest, all these drafts, you're probably thinking, LC, you're doing a little too much, you're doing a little too much. I get that, but a lot of these drafts have been in my head since I was like 14 years old. Despite all the fan fiction I've been written, I'm saying write it like I don't have a college degree, or 2 degrees, I should say, written over the years. I've had plots, I've written them down, because my creative writing teacher, told me if I have so many book ideas, I should write them down, because I can always come back to them. And lo and behold, almost 20 years later, I need to get this knot out. Lo and behold, 20 years later, she was right. So, jeez. I hate the fact that these, when you have, fake hair, it does this, it knots up. Anyway, But with that being said, so I have a couple books in the works. They're all journaled. They're just not outlined, and I want to get them. Yeah, these are actually my embroidery. See them? They're my embroidery scissors. Should zoom them in. If you saw what's up? Beyond the Garden Wall, which was I would recommend if you're like into Halloween and stuff during the fall to watch it, because it's a really different take on American stories. This was actually gold, but you see this bird thing? It's embroidery. These are actually my embroidery scissors, but I can double as hair and sewing scissors or whatever. It was actually a real good series. But back on subject. Jesus, hot today. But I've been feeling lethargic for months, and I think part of it is working from home did kind of change my perspective on a lot of things. It's different because right now I'm on my work computer. Where you're seeing me next to this window. Normally I videotape in the bedroom. But two things. One, I work, night shift, so I have to modify how I film now. So that means I'm going to be filming probably more in the living room next to this plenty of natural sunlight, which if I can just open this and look, it's all this light. I don't want to because my neighbors are nosy. Anyway, plus it's summertime. You don't want that. You don't want the sunlight on you. So that means I have to adapt to filming a different way. So I'm filming in here where my workstation is for the day, because I have to be sitting in this area consistently 5 days a week. We get weekends off, but on the weekends I do my writing sprints in the bedroom. And besides sprinting in the bedroom, my husband's in the bedroom, and I feel really bad kicking him out to film. So if I'm doing vlogs, I'm gonna try to do it in the living room. Hopefully you're not hearing too much of an echo, because there shouldn't be too much of an echo in this room. But sometimes or the acoustics shouldn't be bad in this room. Hopefully with when I get the microphone, like the adapter for my microphone, it should be better. But the lethargic feeling, I think it is because I'm constantly on a computer. And here's the thing, I've never really hated being on a computer. I've been on a computer since, there goes the sun moving. Just put this on. I've been on a computer since I was 10 years old. So I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or what have you, but I am seriously like about 8 o'clock. I don't really feel like being on the computer, even though 3 days a week I do mod for somebody on their Twitch stream, which I love doing. But when it comes to writing, because I write during the day, because I take phone calls, I'm taking notes, I'm processing applications. I think that's where the lethargy comes from. So by the time I'm done work, I'm not up for it. But I'm pushing myself constantly. Even if it's just a couple sentences, it's better than nothing, and you're just sitting here just staring at a screen. The other thing, with the lethargic feeling, I think part of it is, in the morning, I have, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have like 3.5 hours before, you can't see it. 3.5 hours before my normal workday starts. I read for at least an hour because I want to catch up on my books as much as I can. So those 3 hours are dedicated to writing. Then I have to check my emails because I get important emails for my job. So I get on my personal email, I actually do get some things from my job, my supervisor, even because some things, depending on the production of the day, I have to get on my personal email and then I have to rush in here and do work. Or, funny enough, this is the funny thing, and someone's gonna rag on me about this. I should never have started playing Animal Crossing. This game gets on you for not coming back to your island, which I think they kind of hit the nail on the head. Like, I think they're trying to replace the guy named Resetting who used to, I'm gonna just give you a little backstory thing here. If in Animal Crossing, the old games, before we have automatic saving, there's these things called memory cards. And we all should know what a memory card is. Back in the olden days, before autosave was like an automatic thing, you had to literally go press save, wait for it to save, and then stop playing the game. In Animal Crossing, if you shut off the game before saving, Mr. Resetty will come, which is this mole thing, and lecture you for forgetting to save. And it's the most annoying thing ever, but it, you know, I guess it was effective because people remembered to save. Mr. Resetty's not in this, but if you, let's say you forgot to come to your island for 4 or 5 days, this is how that, you come back to your island, where you been? I thought you moved out, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bitch, okay. I mean, it's bad enough you have these grouchy people who are on your island if you let them. I think I've kicked a couple of grumpy people off my island because they got on my nerves. But yeah, this game makes you feel bad. So I at least try to clock in and like for like 10 minutes and try to go around, get my minerals, and then like put it on sleep mode and maybe come back later if I feel like it. But the game saves itself, so I don't worry too much about it. Now, going back to the whole writing thing, I'm trying to work out a new schedule per day to get my productivity. I did see a video from Carol Brown, who is doing a whole week of no computer writing because she has an Alpha Smart Reader. And I thought, I should try that. So I was going to go to my mom's house because my mother still has her typewriter. I think she still has her electronic typewriter. I really don't know. You know, and I'm talking about the plug-in typewriter, like those. I went to my mom's house Sunday. I can't find the damn thing. And my mother's kind of a pack rat. And I just looked at the mountain of stuff, including my old prom dress, which I found my prom and cotillion dress in there, which I'm actually shocked is still in there. But I went, no. Like with the dust, I was like, no, there's no way I'm going in that closet. Just forget it. It's over. So I said, okay, that's a bust. Let me go, because I want to try Carol's way, see if I can get better production. So I said, okay, let me go on Amazon, see if I can get a typewriter, because I remember Michael's was selling. Of course, someone is mowing the friggin' lawn when I'm trying to videotape in the middle of a hot day. Okay, I just deal with it. I went on Amazon. So I went on Amazon because I remember Michael's and Joanne Fabrics and them were selling typewriters, vintage typewriters. You can buy them and you can use them, right? They don't work very well. Apparently they got 1-star ratings and 2-star ratings and they're terrible. So I was like, crap. eBay? No, I don't buy stuff on eBay. I sell things on eBay, but I have the worst luck of all creation when it comes to eBay. So buying things on eBay is a hell no. If anything, I'll get it from Amazon, but sell on eBay. Because eBay, it's like a crapshoot for me, and I have the worst luck. I've gotten a Blue Yeti microphone that was broke the whole freaking time. I ended up like tossing it because it was from a pawn shop. I guess either the guy didn't maintain it. I don't give a crap. It was bad. So then I ended up going on Amazon anyway and buying a brand new one, which was a waste. So I ended up spending $170 altogether. That's just one example of me getting stuff. And I still have my Blue Yeti Snowball in case the regular Blue Yeti breaks, and a Blue Yeti Nano. So I'm good on that front. So I'm currently on a worldwide search for a typewriter. I was hoping my old college still had their typewriter, but that requires me to leave the house during COVID-19 and all colleges are closed. I'm afraid to go on Craigslist, to be honest. eBay's a hell no. And then there's Facebook. Kind of struggling here. So I'm thinking I might get the Alpha Reader WordPress document, and the reason for that is because it's only $50. They're discontinued and they're $50. If it doesn't work, no love lost, you know. That's how I'm feeling about that situation. But I want to try Carol Brown's is it Carol or Camilla? Hold on, I feel like I'm getting that wrong, and something tells me one of them is gonna kick. Let me just check my phone real quick. I feel like they're gonna kick me. Someone's gonna kick me like a friggin' mule for this. Let me just go on my
A little longer than a few minutes later.
You guys are just seeing the raw video of me filming. Craptastic. I can't find it.
5 minutes later.
Camille Myrick. I found her. Camille Myrick. She's doing her offline writing challenge where she's not writing with a computer because computers are distracting. And I do wanna. She's gonna kick me in the teeth. I know it. But yeah, that's that I'm gonna try to do that. Now, some people will say in the comments below, why don't I just use a notebook? I have carpal tunnel. I'm already and I didn't want to shill on there, but this is one of the blankets I'm making because I'm making a crochet knitted items for an Etsy store to raise some money because they took my overtime. The state did because of reasons that I don't want to get into because I don't want to get freaking political, but it's about a baby blanket. So, you know, for my Etsy store, I'm selling stuff on my Etsy store. Anyway, I already have to deal with that. So carpal tunnel, and I type with a brace on. So I don't, writing on a notebook literally hurts, cramps my hands and my wrists. So the other option is, hey LC, why don't you use your work computer? It's a government work computer. We can barely send outside emails to each other because of fear of hacking. Because email addresses apparently are not secure. So I'm gonna put a link in the description. You need to watch. They still have the videos up. I'm gonna say a link to all the presentations. I'm still taking notes from the Evergreen Writes, and I do appreciate what they did because it did kind of pull me out of my lethargic writing slump that I've been getting into. I'm also hoping to do more YouTube videos. I'm adapting. The biggest thing I have to do is adapt to how my life has changed from working from home. Now, unlike many people, I'm not really losing my mind. I'm just learning to adapt. People are literally losing their mind out there because they can't go anywhere or do anything. I was planning on going to the beach in August. Okay, those guys outside are just freaking obnoxious. You probably can hear them now. Just obnoxious. It's the middle of the freaking day. Why am I getting angry? Okay. Hottest day. That's what I'm saying. It's the hottest zenith of a hot day, and they're still okay. Whatever. So as soon as I start talking, here they go. I'm learning to adapt to my situation. I'm adapting to everything. I can't go to the hairdressers like I used to. I asked my hairdresser to braid my hair. And hopefully this will last for 6 weeks. That's what I'm hoping, and not tangle too much, so not getting my hopes up concerning these ends. I didn't tell her to style it, so that was on this is kind of on me. I told her not to style it because I don't really care. It's more to keep my hair done for 6 weeks for my transitioning period. So for all of you who don't know what transitioning means, that means I'm not chemically straightening my hair anymore, and I'm putting in, this is what they call protective hairstyle, so I won't damage my hair any further. Just plan on letting it grow out. I'm adapting to that. I adapted to working. Working is I'm working, I'm home. I was planning on going to the beaches because I live in Pennsylvania. I was going to go to the Jersey Shore because they have fireworks from all the way until September. Unfortunately, COVID-19 kind of ruined that because the beaches were actually clear. Like, people are telling me, wait a minute, why would you go to the beach in the middle of COVID-19? Jersey Shore was fine. Jersey Shore was fine until Labor Day weekend when everybody from the East Coast decided to cluster together during the beach. So that kind of ruined my plans to go see the fireworks because all the fireworks in my area have pretty much been canceled. Like, nobody can do fireworks right now, even though I hear fireworks up and down the street until 3 a.m. Go figure. From people personally doing it. But COVID-19 kind of changed everything, and I'm sure people are tired of hearing that, it changed everything, but it really did. But the only thing you can really do in these situations is adapt to what is going on. Like, you can't expect stuff to just change, fall out the sky and hope to God that, you know, stuff gets better. Sometimes, I mean, stuff is going to get better. Don't get me wrong. Stuff is going to get better, but don't expect things to happen overnight. I mean, that's the thing I'm starting to realize. Do not expect stuff to just happen. I'm doing something for my job. Don't expect stuff to happen overnight. So the only thing you can really do in this situation is adapt to what's going on. And what's going on is you can't go outside like you used to. You can only go shopping to get your essentials. You can't go for all the luxuries. You know, buying something in the middle of this pandemic is probably the worst thing you can do. The only reason why I even got this phone was because my other phone broke. That's the only reason why I got this phone right now. I got it earlier than expected. So with COVID-19 the way it is, I only leave the house really, even though I was out with a friend the other day. We went to the park and we were far away from people, like super far. And we were planning on going to, you know, the park again. But the problem is Pennsylvania is going through the weirdest heat wave I have seen in a long time. Like we get heat waves, but I'm just gonna clock myself. There we go. It's not that heat waves are usually okay. You have one day heat wave, the rest of the week is, you know, thunderstorms and it's cool. Or you might get 2 days of heat wave and then the rest is thunderstorms and then you get like 80-degree weather. No, it's been consistently between 90 and 96 degrees for the last 3 weeks. And I can only imagine what August is going to be like, because August is the hottest month out of summer. And then you have September, which can be a summer solstice where it's still really hot, and then October kind of smacks you in the face with cold air, or it just starts to get cold. So you only kind of have two options. And with COVID-19, I see why people are kind of dealing with cabin fever, but I'm not dealing with cabin fever because, one, I don't really like this humidity right now. This is like a recipe for me going to the hospital because I can't get my asthma together. I'm more of, much as I talk, much as sunny as I am, I think with the way I work, I don't want to be out the house. It's bad enough I have to, and I think part of it is, for me, it's like, I already deal with people because I do student loans on a daily friggin' basis. And to deal with people outside of my normal hours of work is kind of like, ugh. I think that's what it is. So this vlog is basically saying that I feel like I'm on the recovery ever since Evergreen Writers Conference. And some people will probably say you shouldn't, you should be writing every day. You should be, you shouldn't have to use a writers conference as an excuse to start writing again. You should have been writing all year. Yes, true. But COVID-19 happened, and everybody's gonna say you should not use COVID-19 as a scapegoat. Let me tell you something. Being inside all day, you don't get to talk to nobody as much. You don't get to have the scenery. Mind you, I have a window, so right now I can open the window and at least look outside and see. Right now I'm seeing the guys who do the gardening, and I think they're spraying for stuff. Normal foliage crap that, oh, that's what they're doing. They're messing with the tree. Okay, I got it. But I'm looking at a street. Unless it's like a thunderstorm or something, which it looks really pretty with the lightning coming down from the sky, there's not much for me to see after about a good 5 minutes. So for people, say don't use COVID-19 as an excuse, obviously got more moxie than I do, got more gumption than I do, but I work a high stress job, so getting the feeling to write again sometimes is friggin' hard. And I wish I had more gumption like some of these people, but I just don't. But I do want to thank that everybody did Evergreen Writes, because my writing gumption is getting better. Now today I did get a couple, I got a couple paragraphs in, but it wasn't like a whole page like I normally do. Like I said, I'm on the upswing. I'm recovering from the lethargy. And let me break down what feeling lethargic means. You don't have the driving to get up and go, and it's bad. You really should not ever get to this point. And it's the first time for me in a long time where I've experienced this level of lethargic feeling. It really sucks, but like I said, I'm on the upswing, so stuff is gonna get better. And I think I talked enough. It's almost 30 minutes into this video and I have to edit this, so I'm gonna cut it short here. If you're feeling lethargic, sometimes it's good to talk it out. You know, in the Evergreen Writes thing, it was good to talk it out because I felt better knowing I was not the only one feeling this way. You know, it affects everybody. You know, being at home affects everyone. I get why people are angry, but hopefully we'll all come out of this better and we'll be better people for it. So I'm gonna end the video here and I will chat with you guys again soon. Bye-bye.